With their victory in the 2024-25 EFL Cup, Newcastle United has officially become the first Premier League club to secure a spot in European competition for the 2025-26 season. At Wembley, Newcastle stunned Liverpool with a dramatic 2-1 victory in the final, ending a decades-long trophy drought. The match was an emotional rollercoaster, filled with intense moments, tactical battles, and a thrilling climax. After 70 long years of waiting, the Magpies finally have silverware to call their own. This triumph serves as a massive motivation for Newcastle as they set their sights on even bigger goals. Clinching the EFL Cup guarantees them a place in the UEFA Conference League qualifiers. But their ambitions don't stop there. Newcastle is aiming for a Champions League berth via their Premier League campaign. Currently, they sit on 47 points, just 2 behind 4th place Chelsea, with a game in hand. This puts them in a strong position to push for a top 4 finish and secure a return to Europe's elite competition. Newcastle's resurgence marks an early success for Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, whose investment in the club is part of a much larger vision. Saudi Arabia, once a country that banned cinema for 35 years, from 1983 to 2018, made a symbolic statement when it lifted the ban. The first movie screened was Black Panther, a decision seen as a metaphor. Saudi Arabia saw itself as the real-world Wakanda. With oil as its vibranium, and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman as its chala, this moment was just a glimpse of the ambitious Vision 2030, a plan to transform Saudi Arabia from a nation known only for oil into a global powerhouse across various industries, including sports. Football, the world's most popular sport, is a crucial part of this strategy. That's why stars like Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, Neymar, and Sadio Mane have been drawn to the Saudi Pro League. However, Saudi Arabia's ambitions go beyond simply hosting big-name players. Newcastle represents the true game-changer. The Saudi Public Investment Fund acquired Newcastle for over £300 million, but the real cost of owning a Premier League club extends far beyond that. Reports from The Guardian suggest that the UK government, led by then Prime Minister Boris Johnson, played a role in ensuring the deal went through, largely because PIF had pledged to invest nearly £30 billion into the UK from 2020 to 2030. Newcastle isn't just a football club, it's a bridge for Saudi Arabia to embed itself into the heart of European football, particularly the Premier League. This strategy isn't new. Russian President Vladimir Putin once used Gazprom to extend influence into Germany and Europe, sponsoring clubs like Schalke 04 as they reached the Champions League semi-finals. The fastest way to understand and control an industry is to become a part of it, something Saudi Arabia clearly recognizes. In the 2024-25 EFL Cup final, Newcastle proved they are no longer underdogs. Facing a Liverpool side fatigued from Champions League commitments, Newcastle took the initiative right from kickoff. In stoppage time of the first half, Dan Burn rose highest to head home the opener, sending Newcastle into halftime with a 1-0 lead. Just 7 minutes into the second half, Alexander Isak doubled the advantage, making it 2-0. Federico Chiesa pulled one back for Liverpool deep into injury time, but it wasn't enough to stop Newcastle from lifting the trophy. This victory not only ends their 70-year wait for silverware but also secures their place in the UEFA Conference League playoffs. Alexander Isak, with 5 goal involvements in 6 matches against Liverpool, has become their ultimate tormentor. Meanwhile, Jacob Murphy has set a Premier League record, assisting Isak 8 times this season, the most by any duo. By defeating Liverpool, Newcastle broke a 9-game losing streak at Wembley and became the 24th team to win the EFL Cup. Dan Burn, 32 years, 311 days, also made history, becoming the 3rd oldest English player to score in a League Cup final, behind George Eastham, 35, and John Terry, 34. Midfielder Bruno Guimaraes was ecstatic after the final whistle. This victory, this trophy, is for the fans. They deserve everything. When I first arrived here, I said I wanted to make history with this club. Now, we can finally say, we are champions. This is one of the greatest days of my life. I can't put my emotions into words. We are writing history. One day, when I leave this club, I want the fans to sing my name like they did for Alan Shearer. Manager Eddie Howe was also overwhelmed with joy. I'm so emotional right now. We knew how much this meant to our fans. They've waited for so long. When Liverpool scored, I was worried about extra time, but thankfully, we held on. We deserved this win. On the other side, Liverpool manager Arne Slot admitted Newcastle deserved their triumph. "We didn't play well, and Newcastle wanted it more. They took their chances, and they deserved to win." Meanwhile, Mohamed Salah had a night to forget, failing to register a single shot or key pass throughout the match. Once dreaming of a historic treble, Liverpool must now shift their focus solely to the Premier League. As for Newcastle, this victory is about much more than just breaking a Wembley curse. It's a statement of intent not just for the club, but for Saudi Arabia's vision in football. The Magpies are no longer just another team in the Premier League. They are a club with ambition, ready to take on the giants of European football, and this, perhaps, is just the beginning. Playing with supreme confidence and complete dominance over Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final at Wembley, Newcastle United has officially ended their 70-year wait for a domestic trophy. This triumph is nothing short of deserved for the Magpies, who have showcased resilience and brilliance throughout their Carabao Cup campaign. They've conquered giants, knocking out Arsenal, Chelsea, and now an informed Liverpool side that has been one of the most impressive teams of the 2024-25 season. Today, Newcastle's Wembley curse is no more. The past 9 visits may have brought nothing but heartbreak, but this time, the story is different. This time, every Newcastle fan, young or old, gets to witness the ending they've dreamed of for a lifetime. 70 years of pain and longing have come to an end. Congratulations to the Magpies for what they've achieved and for delivering a moment that will be cherished forever.